Like right now, if I did something and I left some blood or saliva and they run into the system, it's gonna match me. When I paroled out the penitentiary, they made me swab. But then again, Vic, you had a dope case, huh? He might not have. So that he probably wasn't. He had a dope case, it's conspiracy. So
Yeah, they
wait,
found his DNA test in my brother's nails.
okay, so that's bad work.
So that
Didn't
means
you?
my brother fought.
Yeah, didn't you tell me that your brother friend said it was something going on, a fight or something? Or
Something was going on. When I told you that Big U had popped up at my brother Airbnb.
in Vegas.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And the best friend was there, whatever, but the best friend said that he didn't want to talk to my brother in front of him, so he pulled my brother upstairs to the side. He said that he knew something was going on because when Big U left and my brother came, when Big U left the Airbnb and my brother came back downstairs, he said his whole energy was off.
So what did
But the
he have
best friend
going on
ended up
with
leaving
Big
my
U?
brother the next morning.
Yeah, I remember you told me that. And how long after that did they find your brother? Next day or next couple
The
days?
next day. They found him the next day.
So what the fuck did he have going on with Big U? What was they doing?
Hold on. Let my mom tell you because she know everything. Hold on.
They found that shit under them nails. Who had some grass?
Don't really say.
It ain't that long. It's almost over.
Yo, Wack, what's up with this screenshot that Traplo Ross sent me? Are you begging Big U not to kill you?
That's cap. That's an AI. That ain't me.
It's in the indictment. It's in the indictment that you were saying, don't do this. My wife, my kids in the car. Draws. Don't do this.
That's not a text message.
No, it was a real life conversation. Henley recounted to Victim One an incident in which Henley and the Rolling 60s gang members chased down Wack 100, attempting to hurt him. There's 15 to 20 N-words with us with hoodies tied down. I got my hoodie on, all black, tied down.
Are you saying Big U told the police this?
I believe they have like a recording of him doing this.
Yeah, that's on him, bro. That ain't me.
Why would somebody wear a wire and do that, though?
Ask him, nigga. Don't ask me. Shit. It says, who said that?
I mean, it says that this is from 2022 in June or early month before May.
That's him saying that shit, right?
It says, though.
Gotta ask him.
It was like, okay.
Talk to me about what they say I said.
Okay, it was Big U telling somebody else, Victim One, that they basically ran down on you and made you beg for.
Okay, so what you got to do, Adam? You got to ask that dummy why he did that.
Probably not going to be able to ask him anytime soon.
Said what he said. Get your facts right, Adam.
No, I'm just reading this. The Traplo Ross just sent me the screenshot, and I'm like, oh, shit, Wack 100?
You got to ask that dummy. And I'm glad he said it like that. You right. I was scared for my life. I didn't do nothing.
Damn.
Great. I think you know the real story, Adam, but if he want to put the 10 on it like that, that's cool. Hey, you know what? I agree. That's how it happened. Adam, you ain't stupid. That's the parking lot situation. If that was the case, you wouldn't have stopped. Damn. He know what stopped him, but if he's saying that's what stopped him, great. But that came out of his mouth, not mine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. Talk to Wack about what they say Wack said.
All right, yeah. Has any law enforcement tapped in with you about any of this kind of stuff?
Hell no. Because you never, listen, I ain't got nothing to say. Did it say I did something?
Nah, it doesn't say that they even contacted you.
Listen, you gonna talk to Alex Kessel fucking with me.
You're going to talk to Rosenberg.
That's who you gonna talk to. Who?
Rosenberg, 4Extra's lawyer. We need him on this case.
Nah, he ain't nobody. Alex, he ain't nobody.
That's Suspect's lawyer, too.
He a good lawyer?
He ain't fucking with nobody, bro. He ain't fucking with Alex.
Shout out to Rosenberg.
Let me ask you a question, Adam.
Sure.
Let me ask you a question. You think that's going to stop 20 niggas that's coming to get you?
Just you saying like, please no, please don't. I mean, that seems.
So that sounded to me like he's doing what with his homie? What is he doing? He doing what niggas do, right?
Cap.
Doing a little bit of
And
cap.
guess
Just
what?
a little cap.
That is
Cap.
a very
Cap
true
on it.
story. That happened. I begged for my life. That's all I did. I broke down on my knees and I said, Jesus, please. And I recited scriptures and I said, thank you, Jesus. Wack never did nothing else. Good looking out. At least he did more for me than he did for Loose Cannon. Because he lined Loose up. He told him Loose did a move he didn't do. And I don't even fuck with Loose like that right now. But what he said Loose did, he didn't do. When I see you tomorrow, I'm going to let you hear how I know he didn't do it.
All right. What's your guess at what they're going to try to put on Brick aside from this alleged AK situation that everybody's been talking about?
They're going to put on him. But, okay, Brick told me straight up. I said, bro, why you involving yourself in this shit? You don't even fuck with this nigga. He said the nigga hold this video over my head. I guarantee you they gonna book Brick for a robbery. Guarantee you. Luke, the nigga, Big U, had a video of the nigga doing what he was doing and told him if he didn't get out against me and 600 at the time, because remember him and 600 was cool. You don't remember that?
No, I remember.
600 was cool.
Yeah.
Right? If you didn't go against them niggas for me, I'm releasing the video. He threatened the nigga with that.
And that's the blackmail that Luce mentioned yesterday.
I guarantee you they gonna hit Brick with a motherfucking robbery and a possession of a thumper. That's the video the nigga had. The nigga ain't no good.
Who, Big U or Brick?
Big U. Brick didn't do nothing wrong.
So you think Big U's a snitch already?
I know he's a snitch. We've been telling y'all he's a snitch.
You have been telling me that for a long time. And realistically, people who have even more skin in the game have told me that about Big U before. So if that ends up being the narrative, oh my God.
He been working.
Damn.
He been working, but if a nigga listen, you know, niggas will get on the phone, they gonna make it do what it do. But we all know, if 20 niggas coming to get you after a nigga been calling you a snitch from the other side, that conversation ain't gonna stop you. You know that. We all know what stopped him. And it was my blessings and my belief in the Lord that kept him from harming me. Yes, Lord. Yeah, that's what did it. Right? You can't get in trouble by law enforcement for believing in God. So I'm gonna run with his story and his narrative. This nigga been lying on all kind of motherfuckers. I don't even fuck with Luce like that right now. But the nigga put a robbery on Luce that he didn't do. Man, because Luce went doable for him. Brick, he extorted the shit out of Brick, made Brick do all that shit he didn't want to do. That's why Brick never had an issue with me. You didn't notice overnight, Brick just started going at me in 6. He told that nigga, if you ain't my voice on this internet shit, I'm going to release this thing I got on you. I guarantee you, Brick is charged with a motherfucker. He got that AK case, but that comes later. They got him for a robbery. That this nigga, Big U, turned him in on.
God damn, I gotta try to forget about this for a little bit and go fuck some hoes. I'll be back.
The robbery's downtown too.
Again?
Shout out y'all for I still didn't even do the first one. That was just an interview. Yo, Wack, I'm about to go fuck some girls for you.
Nah, you ain't gonna fuck them for me.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about you though.
Nah, don't think about me, you
Be
weirdo.
thinking about that shiny head.
Nah, think about that motherfucking poodle you got at home. Ain't no telling what you doing.
Oh, he's here today.
That's probably why you got a tall dog, you weird motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna let him lick. Once I got that pussy juice all over my dick, I'm gonna have the dog lick it off, get it clean.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh my God. Bestiality.
And it just walked in.
Peter's coming. Hey, listen.
Bestiality.
Hey, listen. We back on the other side of the club.
Told me to say that. Sorry. I'll see you tomorrow, Wack.
Exclusive content. Hey, yo, Rebo, let him know when Wack came in the room the other day, the number went from 7 to 10 quick. Let him know. But it don't matter. I'm part of the No Jumper family anyway. It's supposed to be like that. No Jumper, hottest podcast on the West Coast, biggest podcast on the West Coast. We probably the number 2 or 3 podcasts in the motherfucking world. And we on the Adam and Wack show tomorrow. I'm back to the other side of Clubhouse. I'm out.
All right.
Hey, that's crucial, boy.
Man. Yeah.
That's a lot to digest, a whole lot of information, you know. I got nothing to do with me, though. But hey, when I get to my YouTube channel, it might got something to do with me. Cliff World TV, holler at me.
Yeah, on
I
that
make
note,
content.
that's been another
Nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about Kamarlee McMillan was identified by coroners as the lady that tragically lost her life at the CTA Red Line shooting. Let's jump straight into it.
Before 10 o'clock last night, one wire medics took the victim to a nearby hospital, but no arrests have been made.
On Tuesday, March 18th, 2025 at 9:45, Chicago responded to multiple calls that a person had been hit in the neck on the platform. When they pretty much pulled up Kamarlee, she was gone. The sad thing is that this whole thing started over an argument from what police and investigators are saying. They pretty much saying that two women was arguing, and then from there a woman, reached for that and did what they did. That lets you know that the streets is getting out of hand when women is the first to draw nowadays, And I'm not saying whatever it was over, whether it was over money, dues, or whatever the case may be, because we don't know as of right now what the argument was over. But it's not an argument in the world that'll cause you to take a woman's life. You know what I'm saying? That woman, 30 years old, still full of life. It's nothing that she could have said or nothing argument-wise that was to that nature or to that extent where you had to take her life. Then on top of that, like, if you want to think like a city like Chicago, all of those cameras and stuff like that, then it happened on a CTA red line. Eventually, shorty, you gonna get caught. So you just threw your life away for nothing. I can see even if y'all would have threw them hands or whatever. Okay, I can understand that. Okay, you have a disagreement. You throw them hands, it's over with after that. But in 2025, it's like, all right, you got a disagreement with somebody, pop them. You arguing with somebody, pop them. Somebody say red, you say blue, pop them. You know what I'm saying? That's like what this young generation is taking it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, pop them. Like that's all it is, bro. They just say two words, pop them. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about nowadays, man. It's easy to pull that thing out and pop somebody, but can you deal with the ramification and the consequences that come behind it? Every day this person got to wake